FNB Life, the insurance distribution and administration arm of First National Bank, says being granted access to the Department of Home Affairs' National Population Registry has significantly benefited its funeral policyholders and their beneficiaries. The bank says the collaboration has helped to identify approximately 2 million in potential claims, and that 300,000 in claims has already been paid out proactively. Well, Lee Bromfield is the Chief Executive Officer of FNB Life. He's in studio with us. Lee, good to have you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you.
Let's backtrack a little bit. How did you end up with access to the registry?
So a lot of this push has been from Home Affairs. They've been very proactive in trying to get their services out there. And through the insurance bodies, they've created a link into Home Affairs where any insurer can go check.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good. That's good news for people, because I imagine that there were historical challenges in tracing beneficiaries and policyholders. Does it stem from that?
Yes, it stems from that. One of the biggest challenges is just the length of verifying that claims are actually claims and getting the information through. And also for beneficiaries, you know, part of being a life company and what we want to be at FNB is really trying to be proactive in paying people when they are in their deepest time of need. And through this process, we're able to, now people don't have to get a death certificate. We're able to check that automatically, and we're actually able to speed up claims from when claimants come in.
That's a big thing. I mean, that was what I wanted to touch on now, is the fact that you don't have to submit the death certificates when claiming, as these can actually be accessed through the register. Do a lot of people know about this?
No, not many people know about this. The insurance companies do, so all the good insurance companies should be looking at how to utilize this to benefit their policyholders. At FNB, we've tried to take it a step further, and we've also gone and had a look at our past policies. Often what happens is someone stops paying you, and you try your best to try get them to start paying again, and eventually the policy just falls off the book. We stood back and said, maybe the person was sick, wasn't able to work, and maybe they passed away, and that's why they weren't paying us. So we went and looked at our back book and checked against Home Affairs to see if any of these policies actually were stopped because the person had died. And that's where we picked up about 2 million worth of claims that we could pay out, that we're trying to contact beneficiaries to pay out.
Amazing. You say it's also helping with identity fraud. How is that?
Well, because we now got direct links into Home Affairs, there's no more forging death certificates. So often what will happen is someone will come in with a forged death certificate and try get the payout. Often the policyholder wouldn't even know that someone was trying to claim on their behalf, and suddenly the funeral policy is gone.
Yeah. You're also reporting that you're able to proactively contact listed beneficiaries. How do you go about doing this?
So we get information from the beneficiaries when the policyholder takes up the plan, and then what we're able to do is that now with checking Home Affairs, we see if the policyholder has died, and then we start looking for the beneficiary to pay out. There's been quite a few incidents where we've contacted a beneficiary who didn't even know the policy was in existence. Yeah. So phoned them up or visited them to say, look, here's a payout. And it's been actually a great feeling for us to make sure that we fulfilled on that policyholder's wish.
That must be one of the most amazing feelings. But if people, you know, if you can't find people, but people have an idea that they do have something owed to them, there are beneficiaries out there, can they get in touch with you directly?
Yes, they can contact.
How do we do that? Do we go into an FNB branch or?
FNB branch or the call centre would be the best place to go.
Would you by any chance have the number?
I think my ops team's going to kill me for this one, but
okay, don't worry. You phone them now. I will give it to you just at the end of the
great.
program. So I'm going to give you like a minute or so to find that number for me. Lee, this is, I think it's a great thing, and a lot of people would love to find out more about this. Lee Bromfield is the Chief Executive Officer of FNB, talking to us about FNB Life, the insurance distribution and administration arm of FNB, being granted access to the Department of Home Affairs' National Population Registry. Thanks very much, Lee. I'll get that number from you shortly.
Thank you, Leanne.
Let's take a quick break. Caroline is playing us out.